What's going on? Welcome to this video. My name is Gabriel Beltran from the Ecom Millionaire. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what to do when Facebook raises the prices. Okay guys, so here's what to do when actually Facebook raises the prices, and actually it's an increase, dramatically increase, I will say, on CPM, which is cost per 1,000 impression. Okay, so here's what we do. Instead of pausing your campaigns, which is like literally flushing down the toilet every single optimization Facebook did with your ads on the based on the amount of money you spend, what we want to do is actually limit the account. And why we limit the account is because we want to leave everything literally frozen, but we don't want to pause the campaign, because if we pause, like I just say, you're gonna lose optimization. So by limiting the account, we actually leave the entire account in like pause without pausing the campaign. It's just limiting the account to that daily limit spend. So we can actually limit it to $1. For example, if we're spending, let's say, $200 a day on advertising, and then tomorrow we realize that we haven't made any sales or we are not even profitable. So what do you do? Instead of freaking out, I let it run one more day, and if I experience the same thing right before noon, I know that Facebook actually it's going on a trend to actually meet their quota. So you can actually experience this type of CPM rises the last week of the month. You can experience that. You can experience this on holidays like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, Valentine's Days. Every major holiday, you're gonna experience Facebook is gonna go up on CPM. And like I said, the last week of every month, you can experience the same thing. So if you're running, for example, $200 and you are fine, and then you're scaling, now you're spending $2,000, and you don't want to lose money, because the whole game about this is actually learning how to duplicate your money and actually be in profits, right? Because it's all about making more money with your money. So what you do the last week of the month, for example, okay, we're running $200, like I said, and then all of a sudden we are a week from the end of the month, and we notice that Facebook traffic went up. And actually it's because we are getting the same amount of visitors, but now every cost per purchase is actually triple or double. And that is not because your product is not converting. It's because now Facebook is actually charging you 3 times more than what it was charging you literally 1 day ago. So what do you do in that case? It's if we check that all campaigns are equally the same, that every cost per conversion actually went up and across the entire campaign, we just limit the account. How do you limit it? You go to your settings, you go to your payments, and then you go to account limitation. I think it says account limitation. So there you're gonna set up to $1. So as soon as you spend $1, the account is gonna be frozen. Okay, it's not gonna spend more money till you remove the limitation. So that's what we do. Now, what do you do if only, let's say, 1 or 2 campaigns from 10 campaigns are not performing well? Well, in that case, I do the math. Okay, I do the math, and if I see that I just paused 2 campaigns, that is not gonna hurt me too much. So instead of spending $200 a day, so I'm gonna go down to spending $150. I'd rather make any money any day. So instead of me being safe and not being on a negative side, I rather in that case take a look on the accounts. If, for example, if we have 10 ad sets and only 2-3 ad sets are performing bad, I just pause those ad sets and I let the rest perform as it is. If next day I'm profitable, I just let it run. I just let it run. But if we are negative, that's when I limit the entire account. So you always need to diligence, which is analyze the data you currently have and make sure that you don't have less ad sets that are negative than the, you just need to find out what's the majority of the ad sets doing. If they're performing well, you don't limit anything. If they're performing bad, and like I said, always do what I do is 80-20 rule for everything. So if 80% of the ad sets are bad, I just limit the account. And if the 20% of the entire account is bringing the 80% of the revenue, that's why you need to analyze the numbers. Okay, pay attention. If the 20% of the 80% of the ad sets are bringing majority of the revenue, and those are the ones that are positive, I will, I will pause the 80% that are bad, and I will only leave the 20% that are running because they're bringing the money. But if it's the opposite, we have 80% of the ad sets performing well and 20% of the ad sets performing bad, I would just stop the 20%. So It's a weird math, okay? Some people might not get it, but that's why I try to explain it as simple as possible. So that's the whole idea. It's you limit the account if it's performing bad, and majority of the ads are doing bad because you don't want to pause them because 2 days ago were performing good. So if we have some ads that are bad, but a majority are good, we just pause what is bad and we let it run, okay, till Facebook gets back up to normal. At least we're gonna be in profit. And that is actually how I do it and how I manage my business and how I go around when Facebook actually goes up on the prices. So remember, don't freak out, don't pause, always limit, and make sure when you limit, you don't have ads that are actually doing good and they're more like 80% of the 20%. All right, hope that makes sense. Hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, bye-bye.